Yo, this is Lucura20151 Gamer, and I don't know if this is much of like common knowledge upon the community or anything, but I just found some really great power of the Druid, and this might change everything and make him even go further up for having multiple great paths. So, let me just hop into a quick match on a sandbox here in No, not there. Winter Park, maybe? Yeah, we'll go Winter Park. Alright. So, you have your typical, say, Open with Druid. This is also going to be a bit about the Ninja Monkey, let's say. So you have your Druid, you would do the top path, and I would say the middle path. Some might disagree, and then you would go 402, 502, you could also do 402 Ninja Monkey, but this is just like a bigger representation of these two towers themselves. So, among the community, you might not have noticed that these two towers are actually really great. Like, of course the 502 Ninja Monkey is not the best, but it is greatly increased with open around. So this is actually not the case. Like, let's spawn, like, let's say a BFB here. Let's see, can these things, like, actually defeat the BFB? I actually have no idea. Yeah, BFB is defeated, see, can they handle this? You'd think not. Okay, so let's calculate the cost of a 520 Druid. Before we go anywhere, like, this is just like a theoretical video, I guess. But let's calculate the total cost of a 502 Druid. 502, okay, but let's get our handy dandy little calculator out. And you can also do like a 510, but I think that 520 is better, just because you get more utility. So 270, 1080, 2160, 6480, and 97,200 plus another 270 and 380. So keep this number in mind, 107,840. Okay, so we're going to sell him. Now, this strategy might be mind-blowing, might be life-changing for some of you, but we can have our Druid here. I don't think Open's even given anything, so I don't really care about him. You need 6 Druids. 6 of them. And 4. Some of you might see where this is going. Some of you might not. It's okay if some of you don't, but these 2 Druids could be a bit further up. And again, like, this is just theoretical. If you have a better way to describe everything, then go ahead. I don't really care if you do, but so here is what we're gonna do. We're trying to keep them within a good range of the map too. So you would do. So we calculate this, 107,840. So what you're going to do is 015. So 270 plus 110 plus 325 plus 650 plus 2700. Now we actually have 6 of these. So we're going to multiply this by 6. And then add 48,600. That gives us 66,100 155. Okay, so why is this so good? Why would this be better than the other Druid that costs 108,000? Why would you ever want to run this? Well, look, this guy has 5 times attack speed. He is actually like attacking way faster. Now, given that this does take up more space, so in your more space costly areas, and it doesn't really pop lead unless you have, you know, your village here. I don't know. Okay, we're not going to use the village. But essentially, all of these get 5 times attack speed. And so, this guy does more the more there are. So now let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait. So, we forgot an important step. You actually need the village for this to work. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Call to arms, let's say. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get Homeland Security. Why not? You know. Now, all of them but that top guy, so... I mean, if you want to do Call to Arms, add an extra 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, about 4... About 20,000. So you're gonna end up with around 80,000 if you don't get Homeland Defense. So now all of our towers, except for this top one, keep in mind, unless we can get a good village up here. I have no idea actually. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So I get it. Like I used a bit more than I should have. That's on me. I mean, you could technically, if you had good positioning, get all of these in the same area. Like, look, we can technically just do this. So, even on the regular Druid, you're probably going to want this because it lets you detect camo. And so you're spending about 120,000 with Homeland, 80,000 without. Let's see how it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, that was no problem. Like, that was absolutely no problem. Let's see how far this thing gets. That got nowhere. Okay. So we're going to keep that Call to Arms, Homeland Defense up in the corner. And we're going to place and do a 5-2 Druid. I mean, you can also do 5-2-0 or 5-0-2. I like 5-2-0 more, but let's see how this does. Okay. As you're probably seeing right now, let's just use Homeland Defense. Just get everything on the map attacking a bit faster. It's not even like doing anything. So, a lot of you are probably saying like, oh, this isn't better. I mean, technically, it is. I mean, it's around 100. Let's see what Oben does. Oben get levels? Yeah. See, like. We could just put it on around 100 now I think about it. But, here's the thing. You can take this as you might, but I feel like having 6 Druids, 5 of which are 0-1-4s, and 1 of which is a 0-1-5. I think having all that and taking up the more space with this Call to Arms thing is more effective. It's also more cost efficient. than having this one druid who, by the way, pops leads. But the thing, so let me test something here. We're gonna test out our power to pop leads. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna place one of these. Hey, look, no problem. We can even get rid of this guy, just so you guys have a little representation. He can pop leads. Pretty much the basis and why the 0-1 or the 5-2-0 druid is so good is because it can pop leads and push them back. But as you see, like it pushes this back, the Moab, so it's probably gonna kill this Moab, let's say. Yeah, it easily kills a Moab. But what about this thing? It doesn't. As you can see, it does push it back. But what about the big one? So if you're looking at the big one, you're going to need even more cash because it doesn't want to pop this big boy. Okay, let's sell that. Let's sell that. Alright. So, that was just a big tip. When you're playing Druid, do that if you have the space. Do these 0-1-4s and 0-1-5s. They are very, very, very cost efficient compared to your 5-2-0, which, by the way, the 5-2-0 Druid does indeed need another tower. It does need like a super monkey, and that's making your costs go even more up from 120,000 to, if you're getting like a Sun Avatar, it goes up to like 150,000, 160,000. So yeah. Another thing, this is also, I mean, the Glue Gunner, I did put an A tier on my tier list, but look, it sells for 207. That's a good price. 357. So that sells for 26,000. Okay, 27,955. How much did we spend getting here? That's about 500. 4,000. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11,500. 30. Okay. So its sell value is probably much lower than something like, let's say, this crossbow monkey. Like, its sell value just feels a lot less. So yeah, in case you didn't know, some common knowledge. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.